What is going on? I'm Zedmont. We're going to be doing my last Warships video of this season, Season 12, and just a spoiler, I'm going the cowardly route. What I'm going to do is, on this account, I know for certain if I move up to 6 or 7 engine rooms, I'm going to have some growing pains, I'm going to lose, I'm going to fall out of diamond, and the rewards for the diamond tier are just so much better than the rewards for the gold. That 30 powder, 500 diamonds, all that. So I'm going to do everything I can to stay in diamond. As soon as I get down to a point where if I lose, I'm going to stop playing. I'm going to park. And sadly, my one beef with Warships is the parking. I don't like parking. I wish it was based on your highest rank, but I could see why that'd be a problem as well, where people would just intentionally lose and just... Anyways, but that with the question mark, that shouldn't be a problem. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through my tech tree, and I'm just going to max everything that's here because I'm not moving up engine rooms. I've got 257 keys, so let's get some stuff, assuming there is some stuff I can actually get. So we're going to go backwards. I'm going to go back and pick up an extra boom cannon. Actually, no, I'm going to pick up some extra mines. I'm thinking mines are going to help me against some extra seekers. Although I'm going flamethrowers. Sorry, I'm just making this up as we go along. Haven't put any thought into this. Really doesn't matter. Some extra gunboat energy is going to be nice for this 5 engine room meta. What else do we have available to us? Not a lot. So we've already got, I'm going to max that. I'm going to max that. Spending all my tokens, all my keys. I know this is like, it kind of hurts me inside because I had enough to go farther on, possibly even get to 7 engine rooms, but I just don't want to lose. And that's not a great feeling, but I also know that I'm not going to have enough time to push to go further along. So let's get some mortars. Might as well max those as well. Picking up some extra defenses that hopefully will make all the difference, and maybe I can push even higher. I kind of doubt it, though. I don't think defenses really play that much of a factor at this point because, oh, rocket launchers. I kind of like this, actually. Picking up some new stuff for the 5 engine room. Probably should have used a bit more of my do not disturb turning off at 9 a.m. being a bit of a problem there. So in case you didn't notice, check out that new swipe down screen on the new iOS beta. Liking it a lot so far. Gonna have to cut out part of that video at the 2:40-minute mark. Okay, note to self. That's all I can spend, basically. Lots and lots of keys left over, but no upgrade tokens. Probably should have done bullet. That would have been a smart thing to do. Let's see. No, let's not see. Let's put some defenses out here. Mortars at a mortar at the shore, a mortar over in here. Just throwing things willy-nilly at this point. Complete and utter silliness. Let's put you over here. Just spreading things out. Gonna get some more flamethrowers. Flamethrowers against seekers, so important. I don't think I've been wrecked by seekers all that much yet, but just having rocket launchers should make a nice change as well. Gonna put my rocket launchers at least 7 tiles away from my shock launchers. That's fairly important. That way they can't be shocked at the same time. And then one more back into there. That is probably a terrible spot. You know what? Let's put you over to here just because that way you're not next to that shock launcher. And let's go. You know what? This is only going to protect 2 engine rooms that way. Let's put it over into here. That way we can protect a couple more. Don't really dig my location of rocket launchers at this point, but really it doesn't matter all that much, I don't think. Let's move you over to there, and then you over to there. Somewhat, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Let's go. Let's get in. We're going to win, hopefully, regardless, using our wonderful seekers, but it all comes down to speed. Now, this person's got 2 shock launchers back there. Going to be a bit of a problem for sure. So we're going to get rid of all of those heavies and seekers and stuff. All we need is 1 set. That's it. That's all. That should do us. Now I just need to get a barrage in this neighborhood, clearing out all that stuff. Bullet and 1 bombardier off to the left, off to the races. We're also going to barrage in there, and then in come our seeker dudes, trying to get them going. Shocking in behind, shocking out in front. Don't need to worry about the shock launchers quite yet, thankfully. Hopefully we can get into all this good stuff before those shock launchers. There we go. They already keyed on us. So now this shock is so... Actually, it's not even that bad. So I thought that shock would have been far, far worse. We're going to throw a smoke right there and a smoke right there. Just hoping to get all of these dudes out here as some child walks by making crazy, crazy, crazy sounds. Oh, my bombardiers went the wrong way. That is not, we're going to lose. This is not good at all. Let's flare back to here. At least we can hopefully get that last engine room. This is not a good attack. Or, I don't know, my bombardiers, oh, okay, they got a nice little, see these defenses in here, those shells of defenses? Troops followed those back to where I didn't want them. Man, some child is walking by making crazy sounds. Hopefully you guys can hear that, or hopefully you can't hear it, I should say. And then I'm going to retreat. This person has got our number. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to retreat quite yet. I'm going to wait to find out if they take down a couple more engine rooms, because we still have a chance of winning. Just maybe they rushed too much and had the exact same problem I did. With these new defenses, maybe it's going to come down to a percentages game. And when it comes down to percentages, just remember that throwing the artillery on 2 buildings gives you higher percentage damage than throwing it onto 1. So that is, we're going to lose. I'm curious to see how this new base is stacking up. They seem to be struggling a little bit. But again, I hate when I come in and I've got mines that are just sitting there left unused. Down goes the last engine room, starting out with a loss. I think that gives us 2 more losses before we fall out a diamond. Not awesome. So 29. Need to get a win here so that we can move up a bit, just to give ourselves a bit of breathing room for certain. 3 engine rooms there, 2 engine rooms in the back corner, which means I'm going to have to add a couple more troops to that left-hand side. Everyone seems to have rocket launchers. I don't think I've seen anyone with rocket, or maybe I just haven't paid any attention to rocket launchers until now because I didn't have them. So we're going to get rid of that. And then that should be enough, you know? That should be enough to get all of our sneak seekers into that right side. You see how I actually said seekers this time, and I named the correct side? I, for whatever reason in warships, really struggle with my left and rights and calling seekers critters, so don't really know what's going on there, but seem to have difficulties every time I put out one of these warships videos. So hopefully this is going to be enough. Now I just need to get all of my dudes over into here. We're going to use shock knuckles. I've abandoned all of those seekers at this point, so really depending on Bullet and the gang. Let's get into that final engine room. Gonna throw our shock knuckles, which is gonna do nothing for us at all. And as soon as those last bombardiers are in the air, we're gonna get that last flare out, throwing all of our gunboat energy on that final engine room. Really need a win so we get a little bit of breathing room. Not super fast. My fastest time so far is 3 minutes and 20 seconds on a 6 engine room base. Yes, you heard that right. My fastest time is on a 6 engine room base, not a 5 engine room base. It doesn't make any sense. The 6 engine rooms, having those extra ramps make all the difference in the world. And you can drop, I like to drop like one bombardier on the left-hand top ramp, 1 bombardier on the bottom, and then send my seekers off to the right. So that doesn't, maybe stick around and I'll show you that attack towards the end of this video. It's on my other account. Obviously, one account's at 6 engine rooms, and that's kind of the reason why I'm parked this one at the 5 engine rooms. I've already got another account that's at the 6, so hopefully, I'll show you that later on. We'll do a couple attacks here, get all of my chests, and then I'll show you the goodness of the 6 engine rooms. I like 6 engine rooms, but I haven't really adapted towards the heavy choppers yet. My heavy chopper attacks are not super great. Okay, bit more breathing room. That is fantastic. I think we got our extra stars for our first win of the day, I'm guessing, from that one. I wish it would show you how many stars you got here as well, because I think we were at 28, now we're at 44, 29 to 44, I'm guessing. Let's keep going, pushing. I'd really like to finish into the 22, but I don't have any sort of goals or anything like that. Let's switch up these troops. Don't need nearly that many, what are those things called? Bombardier dudes. Let's get a barrage there. We're going to throw heavy boom boom. As you can see here, not really rushing whatsoever, just getting all of our T's crossed and our I's dotted and all those kind of things. Moving all of our troops in here. Let's shock there and there. Oh man, that one shock launcher is in a difficult spot. I don't think I can actually even shock that. Did someone finally figure out a way to get a shock launcher in a spot that it can't be shocked? They might have. Let's try that pixel perfect shock back there. See if we can't get it. It looks like maybe they managed to do it. If so, well done, person. Because that is the #1 problem this season, is all of this gunboat energy coming in. I'm going to lose. This is going to be a big, fat loss, which I hate losing, but sometimes it happens where I feel like that can't be shocked. I don't know if it's actually possible. Let's find out. Can we actually get it? Maybe could have got it, but it would have been super duper crazy tight. So if you're looking for a place to put your Sky Shield, I think that might be the one. That came pretty darn close to getting all of that one shock launcher impossible to shock. Maybe I'm missing something, but probably could. Actually, you know what? I might have been able to go right there. Pixel perfect shock. No, not even close. So I think this bottom front corner was the only possible option for me to get all of that shock launcher. And at this point, all I'm doing here is farming some buildings. That other person has not managed to get all my engine rooms down. So I'm just going to let my troops hang out here and just hope that we can get any sort of percentage win. We're about to lose. There we go. Retreating. I think we're going to lose. Let's see what Squiggles McGee... Someone had never heard Squiggles McGee. Oh, there we go. Old-fashioned rocket choppers. So slow, but they were just counting on their base, winning the battle for them. So right about now, I'm hoping that boom... Oh, they got enough shocks. Okay, so we're going to lose, and it's going to be slow. I really hate losing battles when it's this slow. Like, that's one of the things about warships, is you never know how fast your opponent's going to be. So you can race, and then your opponent ends up getting a 1 minute 51 second win against you. So frustrating for sure. Do we have our chest? Not yet. One more attack, then I'll show you that 3 minutes 20-second battle. I mean, I'm sure you guys have had faster times, but to me, that was my fastest time yet, so I was pretty happy with that. Where are your shock launchers? Not well placed. This space, we should be able to do this crazy fast as long as... Do we have grenadiers? No, I was kind of hoping we could have grenadiers just to get a little bit of extra oomph out of this. Barrage there, shock knuckles there, this stuff here. And now all of our troops should just rush right into this. We're going to hit shock knuckles just because. And now, like, look at this. We're going to get all of our dudes right inside, right in there. And that should mean that this base is just toast. Like, all of our troops should just wreck this. All we need to do is keep that one building shocked, keeping our shock in behind all of this shock launcher goodness. And now our seekers, not our critters, are just going to run wild on this base, throwing all of our gunboat energy on that corner. 3 minutes, 20 seconds, tied our fastest time. Pretty darn awesome. Up against a 1 minute 51 second madness or whatever it is. That base was just bad. Jock, update your base. Those shock launchers are way too easy to shock. No flamethrowers and I'm guessing they're defending up against a base that they would be using, like Scorchers and Bombardiers and whatnot. So hopefully we can actually make them wipe, although that's kind of sad when you make someone wipe, because then you can't actually see your time and their time. So with my luck, they're going to wipe, and then I can't see the time in my replays, but thankfully you guys can see it because you were here to witness it live. I was kind of surprised that Simo's not targeting that rocket chopper. Bullet just doing all sorts of nothingness. Scorchers blowing up. Scorched Mega Crab coming up this weekend in less than, I think it's 14 hours, so if you haven't seen my sneak peek on that, do go check it out. There's a bunch of cool things involved. Obviously, it's the exact same Scorched Mega Crab as we had the last couple years, but the boosts are slightly different. Jock, you're killing me here, buddy. just there's a Jock strap joke there that I'm sure Jock has heard a million times in the past. Just flare the last engine room, please, Jock. You're killing us here. Just so, there we go. Thank you, thank you. Energy drink for Jock coming in hard on that. Jock coming in hard. Wow, that was rough. I'm kind of surprised that Scorcher made it through. Nonetheless, a big victory, moving up in the world in the diamond ranks. We're going to pause. I'll come back and we'll show you my 6 engine room quick time. Stick around. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so hopefully I have it here because I said I was going to show you. I don't actually know if I do. Let's see here. Right there, 3 minutes, 20 seconds, 6 engine room time. Again, it's all about the base. I like to drop, come on, come on. I swear I like to do something here. Where are my troops? There we go. So I dropped Bullet and Bombardiers on the left. Also dropping all sorts of gunboat energy on that back shock launcher. Barding out the back shock launcher and skipping that last smoke makes all the difference in the world. You can save seconds there, 3, 4, 5 seconds by skipping a smoke. And then it's just shocking and running and shocking and running and barding. So Bullet didn't really do anything there. I find that he doesn't do a heck of a lot often with Seekers, but what I like to do is on this left side, I drop Bullet and 1 boat of Bombardiers, and then down here I drop a Heavy Chopper and 1 boat of Bombardiers, and then Seeker all the rest. So hopefully that helps you at the 6 engine room level. You'll see that my season has 3 days, 15 hours left. I'm recording this on Thursday, releasing it on Friday, just to give myself, you don't need 3 videos from me in 1 day. So anyways, that is probably very, very likely my last Warships video of the season. Let me know where you ended up, how things went for you, and I shall talk to you later. As always, I'm Zedmont. Thank you for coming in, commenting, liking, subscribing, clicking that bell, all sorts of good stuff. I shall talk to you later. Thanks for coming in. Peace.